This hypocrisy is disgusting. People like her are the reason why I am a Republican, because I am sick and tired of the race bait. You fall in love with who you fall in love with. We have come a long way in this country, and the fact that she is continuing this narrative just shows she's just a bitter woman that's trying to continue to divide this country.
Jasmine Crockett has some interesting things to say about interracial marriage, and Benny Johnson has Representative Wesley Hunt on his show, who has some comments on her remarks that weren't necessarily kind or necessary or relevant to the political landscape. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to Resist the Mainstream, because it ensures to YouTube that you're enjoying these videos, and in turn, they will continually show up in your feed and they'll push it out to more people. I'm Titus. Let's get into this video.
Because there was a clip that went viral this weekend of one of your colleagues who will be very angry very angry when she sees your Valentine's Day photos, or your wedding photos. It's Jasmine Crockett. She's also going to be very angry when you do the January 6th hearings. Jasmine Crockett has come out against your colleague, Byron Donalds, and attacked him. And in the most vile and racist conceivable manner, saying skin folk ain't kinfolk. And saying that his wife whitewashed him. Saying that this is maybe why Byron Donalds isn't a Democrat. She said this on The Breakfast Club. And, of course, if you were to reverse these comments, then this individual will be kicked out of Congress. Somehow this is, I suppose, permissible. It shouldn't be. And more importantly, I think this just shows the obscene levels of racism that is tolerable on the Democrat side of the dais. Just want to open up the floor for your comments on this.
Before he says anything, skin folk ain't kinfolk. What is it? Skin folk ain't kinfolk is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, I don't understand, and I. If you're busting, joking around, trying to be, or even just digging at someone or throwing a dig at them, that's fine, right? But as Benny Johnson was saying, if it was reversed the other way around, it would be a problem. She'd probably lose her job. So my thing is, it's either all on the table or it's not. We're going to be respectful or we're not. So I don't understand why she thought that was necessary or appropriate, but the world is so crazy nowadays, I shouldn't be surprised.
So our former vice president, and I do mean former vice president, was married to a white man. The latest Supreme Court justice she's a black woman that's married to a white man. The former White House press secretary is a black woman that has a white partner. Ilhan Omar is with a white man. AOC is with a white man. This hypocrisy is disgusting. People like her are the reason why I am a Republican, because I am sick and tired of the race bait. You fall in love with who you fall in love with. We have come a long way in this country, and the fact that she is continuing this narrative just shows she's just a bitter woman that's trying to continue to divide this country. Byron Donalds and I are where we are because of our merit and who we are, and through hard work and determination. Who we choose to marry, it's our business. Whatever their race, religion, color, or creed is, that's our business. It doesn't make us less black. It doesn't make my wife more white or less black, depending on who she married. And this is the kind of stuff that I'm so glad the American public are seeing. We aren't the party of race. We aren't the party of division. We are the party that wants our country back and wants to reward a meritocracy. And so this is the kind of narrative that they continue to put out. It's based on her logic. Every single black person should be a Democrat. All of them. We live in a two-party system, and every single black is the exact same, and we should all agree, and we should all be a part of the exact same party. And for her, the definition of black excellence is you're only excellent and you're only black if you're a Democrat. Well, that's utterly ridiculous. And we need good people of color, white people, black people, you name it, on both sides of the dais, so we can continue to get better and grow and share each other's heritages as a country and do it together and not divide us. I hope that Jazz keeps on talking, because the more she talks, the lower the ratings go for the Democrat Party. And the more that she talks, the better off it is for us as Republican Party going into the midterms. I pray that she continues to lead this party.
The only problem is that there's a lot of people that eat that up. And obviously, like, people have been really fed up. This is my issue, is that a lot of people in the Democratic Party definitely fueled a lot of the moderates deciding to vote for Trump in this last election. But like, now the pendulum has swung, the power is in the hands of the right. This kind of stuff is going to be popularized and normalized because they're going to be the underdog. And if there's anything that happens wrong within the Trump administration, like hurry yapping and stuff like this, I don't think it's going to necessarily hurt them as bad as they think. I think, and I hate the two-party system to begin with. It's like, yo, like, just tell me what you're representing, and if it aligns with my values, I don't really care if you're a Democrat or Republican. I mean, in name. Obviously, if I know the Republican, I'm probably going to vote for them just because I'm conservative. But I'm just like, I just so sick of this game. I don't think that's what Wesley Hunt is doing here, but it's just like, she's playing the game. Scan folk ain't can folk. Yeah, his wife whitewashed him. I'm just like, how is that helpful or fruitful to any sort of dialogue with people that have opposing views than you? It's just unnecessary, just noise. And that's what politicians are these days. Just people that dispense all this noise with no real progress 90% of the time, it feels like. But hey, maybe I'm just being cynical.
If you take what she's saying to its natural conclusion, what she's saying is that there should be only Asians marrying Asians, white people marrying white people, and black people marrying black people. That's what she's saying.
And don't you forget it, Benny.
That's exactly what she is saying. And I'm going to tell you something, Benny. I recognize that there was a time in this country that was very rough. Keep in mind, my parents are 75 years old. My mom's almost 75. Don't tell her that. She's almost 75 years old. She grew up during the civil rights movement. My parents never went to middle school, elementary school, middle school, high school, or college because they went to a historically black college, Southern University in Baton Rouge, for their entire lives. Yet their children spent their lives and spent most of their schooling amongst white people, because that's how far we've come in a very shortened period of time. I recognize deals of the past, but look at where we are now.
Right.
The America that we live in today is not the America of the 50s and 60s.
Right, but I mean, I guess, like, I'm trying to get at the untenable question here, which is, are Democrats for racial quotas and bringing back Jim Crow restrictions on marriage? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, so the logical conclusion here is that Jasmine Crockett says only blacks can only marry blacks.
Right.
The problem here is she doesn't actually care that much, I don't think, about whether or not a black person dates a white person. But it's a great talking point for people to fuel the black community, because there is a sect within the black community of black women who think that black men won't date them and that they think that they're undesirable and all. And she's playing off of that thing. And then to add fuel to the fire, she's saying that because these black men, prominent black men, are dating or married to a white woman, they are now whitewashing them and making them anti-black. All of this stuff is just paraded, or is just ridiculous nonsense that is spouted by talking heads, politicians or otherwise, to push a narrative that's not necessarily true, or that isn't true. And it's disingenuous and sucky. But like, I don't think it's this either, where they're trying to get Jim Crow segregation, because that'd just be absolutely insane. If it is, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's noise, y'all. It's just noise.
That's now the defendable position of the Democrat Party?
Well, that's her defendable position. That's exactly the essence of what she is saying. No matter what race you are, you have to marry within your race. But here's the irony of this whole conversation, brother, and that is, they would say that the Republicans are the ones that don't want interracial marriage anymore. No. It is them. It's comments like this. I have yet to hear a Republican, a MAGA Republican, tell me anything other than, Wesley, you have a beautiful family. Oh my gosh. I love that, the fact that you love each other regardless of where you look like. Two different backgrounds. My wife is from a small town in Iowa. I'm from a big city in Houston. Yet we share similar values. We don't care what we look like. That's the Republican Party now. You are absolutely right. It's the Democrats that are trying to continue to divide us along racial lines. But wait for it, as long as you're a Republican. Because if you're a Democrat, then it's okay. and they excuse the fact that you're in an interracial relationship. And that's why I brought up the examples in the very beginning. So it's okay for Kamala Harris to be married to a white man, but not okay for Byron Donalds and Wesley Hunt to be married to a white woman. And why is that? Because we're Republicans, and now we're the ones who are whitewashed. What a foolish comment.
That is actually crazy, because Kamala Harris, man, we all know she applied 70 different personalities and accents to her repertoire when she was campaigning to be the president of the United States. So yeah, it's just, oh, this is embarrassing. This is American politics, guys. This is what we're dealing with. Shame. I can't believe what we're dealing with, but that is hypocrisy. Their hypocrisy knows no bounds. Jasmine Crockett, shut up.
I mean, are you allowed, if Ilhan Omar marries her brother, is that allowable?
Like, this is
the question for Jasmine.
You're so great. You're
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
These are big moral questions, and I'd love for Jazz to answer. I said, Jazz, okay.
Yeah. That's American politics for you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know why, like, we take this. I mean, we take it seriously because it affects our lives every single day. But it's just like, what is going on? We got to do a better job of electing people that are actually going to make change in this country and not just scream at each other and insult each other. That is literally childish. That is what that behavior is. And Wesley Hunt was like cooking this whole time. It's like, yeah, we need to, like, there can be people on both sides. We need to respect each other's points of view, respect each other. We don't have to agree. We can disagree, agree to disagree. That's called being an adult. And just move America along in a more productive way that's actually fruitful and will help us be better. We want life to be better for our children, our children's children, and so on and so on and so on. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to comment your thoughts down below. I want to know what you guys are thinking, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.